Welcome to another video. In this video I'm gonna talk about columns, how to make them by yourself. And right in the project here you see it's a column in a corner. So I'm gonna show you step by step how you can make a simple column for a corner that you wish. So yeah, let's get into it. Well, how do we get started? As you see here, these are the panels that are in a certain angle. So you want a column from here to here. So first thing that we're going to do is of course draw a reference plane, and I will pick the red one, voila, and just draw it from this corner to this one, and from this corner to this one. So now with this reference planes we have our angle that we wish to have in the column. So the next step that we're going to do is of course open a structural column family. So we go to File, then we go to New, then we go to Family right here, and then we have a metric column, but you don't want that. Is for more for the architectural part, but you want to scroll down and go for structural column. So select that, open it, and that is what you get. Before I begin, I will make some adjustments. I will change the scale to 1.5, and then I will change the units to centimeter. Shortcut is UN. Click OK, OK, and now we can start with it. So what are we going to do first? Well, remember that we drawn the reference planes. So we're gonna go to a floor plan again, select the reference plane, and then Control Copy, Control C. Then you go to the family, and then you're gonna paste it, Control V. So we're gonna do that, voila. And that's our angle that we wish to have in our column. So we're gonna move that to a certain point that I want to. So I will move it to here, to the intersection. And actually you can delete those ones. Just make sure you unpin them. Voila, there we go. And also this one. Voila. We have those two others, but actually I will gonna begin from the one. This I will I will leave them. Now we're gonna go again and create reference planes. So we're gonna go voila, and now we're gonna add some dimensions, and now we're gonna see something that we don't want. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, well, I will show you in a moment why. And this will be the width, of course, and we will set it to width. Voila, very nice. Gonna go again reference plane, and we will see it automatically says it's the same angle, and then we're gonna select it, copy it, and there we have it. I will stretch them out, voila, also for this one and this one. So we have our angle for the columns. We're gonna do the same over here, of course. So di for dimension, I will divide them equally, and also here. Now the next thing I want to do, of course, is we're gonna use a width of 50. Voila, very nice. Well, the next thing that I want to do is, because this is our angle that we want, and I want to make sure those reference lines won't move again. So I will pin them right here. You can pin them. We're gonna pin them, voila, and they won't move. So we are sure that we are making a column that the dimensions always move for those reference planes and not this one. So that's an important thing, to pin them. So the next thing that we're going to do is of course the depth of the column. So we're gonna go a reference plane right here. Oh, a straight one, of course, right here, and then at the intersection gonna use also a reference plane. Voila. Gonna delete the this one. Oh, I'm gonna unpin it first and just draw it a bit further away. Then unpin it also. so we see the intersection. Voila. Now we're gonna use a dimension on it for the depth, of course, and we will make it depth type. Voila. Okay, and now we're gonna see if it's working. So we have our depth 40, apply. Okay, it's working, but it's working on the wrong side. Well, no problem. So we're gonna, of course, pin that. Very important. So here we're gonna pin that. Voila. And now we're gonna use the depth of also again 40, apply, and voila. There it is. It's moving on the right side. Well, for the sake of it, I will use also a parameter for this one and this one, width, and I will delete the other one to make sure we have not finding problems. Of course, I want to delete them. Voila, and that's already a good beginning. Now the depth, we are going to do this for this side also. So again, reference plane RP, then again you see that's 90 degrees for the on the angle, so it automatically snaps. Very good. Voila, we're gonna copy that again to the intersection of it, and we're gonna move it a little bit further. Do that first, because if you pin it, you can't move the reference plane. So keep that in mind. If you pin it, that you can't stretch it. So of course we pinned it because we want to be sure that this one moves. So again, dimension. Voila, there we go, and give it the same family. So depth 40, and boom, it moves like we want to. So the next thing is, of course, the column itself, and that's extrusion. So let's get started with extrusion. We go to the create tab, then go to extrusion, and voila. Now, one important thing that I will remind you guys, we're gonna do big lines, and then of course lock it. Why approach that way? Because then you're sure every line is locked to a reference plane. So we're gonna click here, click here, click here, and we're gonna trim those first. Voila, very good. Now again, click on the trim, pick lines, then here, here, and here. So we're gonna trim it. Voila, voila, there we go. Then trim it to here, trim it to here, and here, and of course to here. Voila. And there we have our extrusion. Now we need to constrain our extrusion to the bottom and the height. So we go to front, then select our extrusion, get with arrow keys to it snaps automatically. Click the lock icon, and don't forget for your reference level also, just move it upwards because it's not automatically locked on your reference plane. And then drag it back down. Voila, lock it, and there we go. We go to 3D, and voila, you see already our corner for the column, so it's already looking pretty good. Now the next thing that we're going to do is give it a material. So we're gonna select extrusion, then right here we have material, and then make a parameter for it. Material, use type, okay. Voila, there we go. So we given our material, and we have our depth and width for the column. Now go to the reference plane, and yeah, that's already looking good. And the next steps is, of course, in the view that you're gonna add some corps here and some corps right here for the beams to rest on it. So I opened it already, a family for Corbel. So it's the phase-based generic model for the Corbel, and we're gonna just load it in to the project family 2 and just place it here, and voila, it's in the family, but we're gonna delete it for now. Now we're gonna open a new view the left side, because this is the left side. So we go to left, and then it's already in the color, and then we're gonna make a reference plane for the height of the corbel, and I will use height 1, voila, and then attach it to the reference plane, and we will also use it height 1 type. Okay, voila, and there we go. Gonna check if it works. 250. Yes, it works properly. Now, remember guys that we gave our reference planes names. That's why, because it's face based, so we need to attach it to this face in order to to let it work. So we go to the left side, and then first thing we go to create, and then we're gonna set our work plane, and then we're gonna click here again, voila, and then we go for reference plane PP, click it, okay, and now that's a referred. So if you see here, we are on a right side, so on the right side, so it's not in a corner or something else. And now we're gonna go to the families right here, generic model, and now we're gonna select it and drag it to here, and now we see it's upside down. Well, no problem, we're gonna hit the space bar, and voila, there we go. I'm just gonna place it here somewhere in the middle, and we're gonna check it, and you see it's on the wrong side. Oh, it's facing to the wrong side. Well, no problem. We go to the reference lane, then we're gonna select it, and we're gonna mirror it on the reference plane. So right here, mirror it, voila, and now it's on the right side. Go to the view, and voila, it's facing to the side that we want. Now, first things first, I'm gonna go to the left again, and right here I will adjust the parameters. Why I do that? Because first I need to attach those parameters. Why? Because they are shared, and if I want it to reference to this height, I can do it, but it will stretch, and that's not what we want. That's not the point of it. So I need to make sure we have these ones first. I will corbel width, yes, okay, corbel width, corbel height, corbel height, height, yes, of course, voila. Okay, and then I don't know how it is in English. Voila, there we go. And then of course the chamfer, chamfer corbel, voila, click OK, and now that's what we want, because now you're gonna see why. So we're gonna align it to the reference line for the height, and boom, it moves as one object, and that's what we want. That's why you need to make sure you you make the parameters. And now we're gonna move it to the center right here, voila, and of course don't forget to lock it. And right here you see in the view that it's not the width that we want, but I will show you this in the next step. As you see here, I added another corbel, and now before we change the width for the corbel, I will chamfer the column itself, so it's more looking realistic, and then therefore we go to floor plan, and now we're gonna add chamfers, and we will create that with void extrusions. So again, we're gonna click pick lines and lock it, then select these one, and these one. Then I will split it, drag it to here, and then just trim it. Voila. Then I'm gonna add some dimensions right here to here. Voila. And from here to here. And I will say make it a parameter. Voila. And I will add dimensions to here and this to here. Voila. Select the dimensions and of course chamfer. Voila, voila, voila. Then draw a line right there, and I will move this a little bit up so I can see more, or you can use thick lines, of course. Voila. Now we're gonna do it the same for this side and this side. Split line, draw it like this. Voila. Same for this one and same for this one. Then trim it, add dimensions. Voila. Same for those. Then select all the dimensions and give them a parameter for chamfer. Voila. Then again connect them to each other. Voila. There we go. Click on finish and we have our voids right here. We go to the left side and we're gonna constrain it like this, and of course constrain the base. Voila. Voila. And in 3D we have our chamfer looking not really great now, but I will change it to voila. This is a lot better. Now for the corbel width, we want that it just fits between the chamfers. So what do I mean by that? So the corbel needs to fit by this line to this line. So we're gonna adjust the parameter for the corbel width. So we're gonna get the width, copied it with this one, and then we're gonna copy chamfer and we will do it -2 times chamfer 2 and voila. There we go. And normally it needs to fit perfectly in between the chamfers, and yes, that's what we want. Now we're gonna adjust the width, of course, width to 40. Voila, and this is looking so much better. And it seems already nice. So actually we have our family for the corbels, and the next thing that we only need to do is of course import it into our project. We're gonna do that. Voila. Oh, I will overwrite the family because I already had one. So I will first delete them, structural columns, and we will delete this one and delete this one. Voila. And we're gonna load it in once again, so we have it already on our mouse. And voila, there we go. We go to the view and 3D, this 3D mode, of course, and we will change it to there. And of course we need to change it some things. We want to do it to 0, and yeah, of course we need to do it to level 2 and then to 0. Voila, This is what we want. And now we can adjust the material, and I will do it like this. Apply. Oh, and voila. Oh, I forgot this corp, so no problem. I will go to the view, edit it, and of course material, yes, load it back in, override existing version, and there we go. It has the same material. And then we can change the height of the corpse. Normally I do it as a instance parameter and not a type, because it can difference by column. And I will again go to this family and make it instance, right, apply, load it back in, override existing version, and there we go. So we're gonna, oh, this 3D mode. So we're gonna adjust the heights to maybe 420, 520, and voila. Now I see I forgot it on purpose, because you need to make sure it's connected to the reference line. So you go to the left again, and I see here that this isn't connected. So I will see if there is a dimension. No. And this will be 2. Voila. And now it will work. Again, load it in, override the existing version, and you see it disappears. So that means, other view, so that means it works. So we have our fully parametric corner column. I will move it to the right place, of course. I will make sure I have the corner, yes, and right here. Voila, looking pretty good. Now go to the 3D, and then we can just start to modify it by using I will make it like this by 50, and right here 50. Voila, and that's how the column is bigger. The chamfer I can set to 1, of course. Voila. And the height I can change it to 60. Voila. And maybe if you want to go crazy, you can go by 30-30 and make the corpse, of course, 70 again, and 30. Voila. And there we go. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned a lot from it, so you can make your own column in a corner. Make sure you like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.